Welcome to Young Black Lives Honored. Be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a respectful comment below. It was a Sunday evening around 5 p.m. in Madison, Ohio. A college student and mother of two was taking a nap. When she had laid down to rest earlier, never did she expect what life would be like when she woke up. She had left her two sons, a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, to be taken care of by their father, 37-year-old DeAngelo Davis, in the meantime. Around 5:30 p.m., police responded to a single-family home at 6112 Rose Street, identified as the Davis residence. After 2 discharge songs were heard, her 3-year-old son, DeMarian Davis, was laid on the floor.
The sound of a gunshot was captured on this Ring doorbell footage around 5:30 Sunday evening on Rose Street. Then moments later, there's another one.
After 2 discharge songs were heard, her 3-year-old son, DeMarian Davis, laid on the floor. His big brother was also in the room at the time. Neighbors could hear the hysterical mother shouting at the father for bringing a weapon into their home. It appeared that she was unaware that he had done so prior to the horrendous incident. The 3-year-old was rushed to Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center, but unfortunately, he was pronounced gone shortly after. An officer was also injured in this incident, though police didn't make it clear what happened. According to neighbors, they saw a man who they believed was Davis and an officer in a scuffle.
Such a sad story. Like you mentioned, I spoke with a handful of neighbors today, some telling me that one has even babysat for this family. She says that it's a young couple with 4 kids who live in that home. Another neighbor tells me that they heard a lot of commotion coming out of that house yesterday, and they describe what they saw unfold in the moments after this tragedy.
I'm just curious as to what really happened to the little boy. That's what we're all concerned about. A child was killed.
The first thing that we noticed was just we heard the sirens going down the street. We saw a lady sitting on that front porch just wailing, and I said to Alex, I said, someone died.
Like, it's all your fault for bringing a gun into my house. And we saw one of the, I believe, fire response team carrying what looked like a young child up the street to the ambulances.
It was the EMS. She ran him down the street here because the ambulance couldn't get up because they had parked all the cop cars like right here. And so, yeah, she had to run him to the ambulance.
Very limp. It was
Just
you
blood.
didn't want to think it, but you kind of thought that he was probably already dead because just the way his arms were flailing. It was really sad, but they sprinted him to the ambulance and then they took him.
The cop was kind of wrestling with the guy and he was resisting and basically lunged himself into the officer. So then the two of them fell over a metal railing on the front porch and fell into the front yard.
It wasn't the only altercation on that devastating day. The child's maternal grandfather was furious about the presence of the weapon to begin with. He confronted DeAngelo, leading to somewhat of a face-off.
And now the family is left to pick up the pieces and a small pair of shoes in the driveway. There is still one of the shoes at the very top of this driveway. It's not clear if those are the shoes belonging to that 3-year-old. Just a few minutes ago, we saw one man place these 2 toy cars right on the front ledge of the house out.
Just after midnight the following day, DeAngelo was arrested on Lynn Street in Cincinnati, and later that day he was charged with 3rd-degree felony of endangering children. The documents did not clarify by whom the child was injured, though they indicated that the man left the loaded weapon where his 3-year-old and 6-year-old sons could easily reach it.
Remember, what I'm seeing is that it was easily accessible to the 3- and 6-year-old and resulted in the death of the 3-year-old.
The coroner ruled that DeMarian's passing was a homicide, and a judge ordered Davis's bond be set at $25,000. 4 days later, DeMarian's family spoke out to the media regarding the tragic incident.
Why was the gun out in the first place? And that's a question that my young cousin wakes up to find that she sees her child laying on the floor in a pool of blood.
Buford is the cousin of the mother of 3-year-old DeMarian Davis.
This is a young lady who's trying to get a college education, working a job, being a mother to some very energetic boys, got a little baby that's less than a year old. She deserved to be able to sleep sometime.
And Buford admits because the mother was asleep, they don't know exactly what happened either.
You guys angry that this gun was not locked up properly?
Yeah. Hell yeah. It was even, not only that, why was it in the damn house? Come on, man.
Buford claims the mother did not know there was a gun in the home. Even more heartbreaking, he says DeMarian's 6-year-old brother was in the room when the shot went off.
What we're trying to do is make sure that this does not damage the psyche of the remaining children involved. We have a safety net of love and prayer. The ripple effect of that stupidity of having that gun in the house, it caused a conflict between them that'll probably follow them for the rest of their life.
May the family and friends of DeMarian Davis find solace in the happy memories, and may his soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.